Imagine walking in a garden, unaware of a hidden danger slithering silently beneath the leaves. This hidden threat lurks just beyond your sight, much like a snake in the grass, waiting to strike. Ask yourself, what dangers might be concealed in the corners of your life? Every day, unnoticed risks can undermine your efforts if you fail to recognize them. Sometimes the most damaging influences come not from the obvious, but from what hides in plain view. Let this idea awaken your curiosity and sharpen your senses. It is time to look around with a clearer eye and question what you have accepted as safe. Are you truly aware of your surroundings? Stay alert, for recognizing these subtle dangers is the first step to lasting safety. Take a moment to look closely at those around you. In every group there are small signs that may hint at hidden intentions or unspoken issues. Have you ever noticed a friend's offhand comment or a subtle shift in behavior? These early signals, if recognized, can guide you away from harmful influences. By questioning your circle, you begin to see the truth in relationships. Think about the interactions that left you feeling uneasy. It might be a sign that something is not right. Let these quiet alerts be your guide. Challenge yourself to observe more deeply and trust your inner sense of awareness. Look beyond the surface to see the real picture. Embrace this wisdom and let careful reflection lead you to safety for always. Listen closely as a trusted guide speaks to your heart. There is wisdom in noticing what others ignore. Picture a mentor urging you to open your eyes to the unseen parts of your life. The silent dangers may be hidden behind friendly smiles or casual words. This call is not harsh but caring, designed to wake you from a state of easy comfort. When you listen to this call, you start to see that every interaction has meaning. It is time to question what you take for granted. Allow this gentle push to lead you toward a clearer understanding of the world around you. Recognize that change begins when you see what has been hidden. Heed this call and step boldly into true awareness now. Imagine drawing a map for your life that leads from a place of doubt to a land of bold action. Every step you take represents a choice to move away from uncertainty and toward clarity. Begin by acknowledging your fears and recognizing them as part of your past. See them as markers along your journey, teaching you valuable lessons. With each decision, your path becomes more defined, filled with opportunities for growth. Challenge the familiar limits that have held you back. Embrace the unknown with hope, knowing that every choice builds a bridge to a brighter future. Today is the day to set your course and trust your inner guide. Step forward with resolve and let your actions light the path to success right now. Have you ever experienced that moment when everything seems normal, but suddenly a feeling of unease washes over you? It is as if a quiet alarm is ringing inside, urging you to pay closer attention. This moment is your wake-up call, a signal that something in your world is not as it should be. Perhaps you notice that a familiar routine now feels off, or that a conversation leaves you with a lingering doubt. In these moments, your inner voice speaks clearly, urging you to question what has always been accepted. Reflect on a time when a small detail disrupted your day, a comment that didn't feel sincere, or a gesture that felt out of place. These experiences, though subtle, carry a deep message. There is more beneath the surface than meets the eye. They challenge you to trust your instincts and to examine your environment with fresh eyes. Ask yourself, why did this moment stand out? What can it teach you about the people and circumstances that shape your life? Embrace these unsettling feelings as opportunities for growth. They invite you to step out of complacency and seek a deeper understanding of your surroundings. Today, allow that inner alarm to guide you. Recognize the signs, listen carefully, and be ready to adjust your path. This call is not a warning to be feared, but a nudge toward greater awareness and a richer, more mindful way of living. Picture a quiet garden where the most dangerous snake hides unseen among the tall grass. This is similar to a toxic presence that might be hidden within your personal circle. Often, these threats do not announce themselves loudly. They creep in slowly, masking their true nature behind friendly smiles or comforting words. When you unmask these hidden dangers, you see how they subtly undermine your sense of well-being and cloud your judgment. Ask yourself, have you noticed a pattern where someone's behavior consistently leaves you feeling unsettled? Sometimes it is the small, repeated actions, a dismissive remark here, a controlling suggestion there, that indicate a deeper problem. Like the snake, these influences are patient and calculating, waiting for the right moment to strike. This metaphor reminds you that not every smile is warm and every kind word is sincere. It is crucial to be alert and observe the behavior of those you trust. Do they support your growth, or do they quietly drain your energy? Identify these signs early and do not ignore them. This is a call to step back and re-examine your relationships. Look closely, decide with care, and if needed, distance yourself from those who bring hidden harm into your life. In doing so, you protect not only your present state, but also the promise of a brighter, healthier future. Take a moment now to reflect on the past. Have you ever brushed aside a small sign that later turned out to be significant? Think about times when a friend's offhand remark or a minor gesture left you feeling uneasy, yet you chose to ignore it. What if these moments were not mere coincidences, but messages urging you to pay attention? Consider your daily interactions and ask yourself, what patterns do you see? Which subtle cues have you learned to overlook in favor of keeping peace or staying comfortable? This inquiry is not meant to cast blame on anyone, including yourself, but to highlight the importance of noticing the little things that add up over time. Every ignored sign carries a story that could change your understanding of relationships. Look back and recall the moments when your intuition spoke up, even if you didn't fully understand it then. These overlooked signs are like scattered pieces of a puzzle that, when assembled, reveal a clearer picture of your life. Embrace this reflection as a step toward a deeper, more honest view of your world. By recognizing what you have dismissed before, you empower yourself to make better choices now. Let this self-inquiry be the start of a renewed commitment to being aware and present, trusting your instincts to guide you toward a better future. There comes a moment when you can no longer afford to remain silent or unaware. It is time to open your eyes and shift from a state of complacency to a life of alertness. Every day, you are surrounded by cues and signals that speak of hidden truths. Recognize that staying passive only allows negative influences to grow. Ask yourself, what would change if you decided to see clearly? Embracing alertness means actively questioning the familiar and seeking out the truth behind every interaction. It is about taking that brave step to observe details that you once dismissed. Imagine a life where you no longer overlook the small signs of trouble, but instead address them head-on. This change starts with your willingness to be present, to listen carefully, and to trust the quiet voice of reason. Let go of any habit of turning a blind eye. Your future depends on the choices you make today. Shift your mindset now and begin to live with open eyes. Recognize the risks and learn to act when something does not feel right. Each moment of awareness builds the foundation for a life free from hidden harms. The decision to be alert is the first step toward creating a safer, more honest and fulfilling path forward. Look around and notice that sometimes the most important warnings are not shouted aloud, but whispered through subtle behaviors. Think of the small actions that repeat over time. Is there a friend whose words often come with a hidden twist, leaving you uncertain about their true feelings? Or perhaps someone who consistently dismisses your opinions without a clear reason? Such actions, though they may seem minor, can add up to create a pattern of influence that is harmful. Notice if you often feel drained or confused after spending time with certain people. Observe if someone avoids taking responsibility for their part in a conversation or situation. These are the subtle signs that trouble may be lurking. By spotting these behaviors, you are arming yourself with the awareness needed to protect your well-being. Make a mental note of each recurring sign. Consider whether these small warnings have been overlooked in favor of comfort or familiarity. Every behavior, no matter how slight, can serve as a clue to deeper issues. Trust your feelings and your observations. The ability to detect these quiet signals is a valuable skill that helps you guard against influences that do not serve your best interests. Use this checklist of subtle warnings as a guide. Let it remind you that even the smallest cues deserve your attention and thoughtful response. Recall a day in your life when a familiar situation suddenly felt off. Perhaps a conversation with a coworker or a casual chat with a neighbor left you feeling uneasy, even if you couldn't pinpoint why. These everyday moments are not random. They are clues to recurring patterns in your interactions. Consider how certain behaviors or repeated phrases start to form a recognizable pattern. For instance, think of a time when someone's compliments felt forced, or when a friend's supportive words were followed by criticism. These experiences remind you that not everything is as it seems. Reflect on your daily encounters. Notice if there is a consistent theme in how others treat you, and whether these patterns echo past experiences. Your daily life is filled with signals that, when connected, tell a larger story about your relationships and environment. By recognizing these patterns, you are better equipped to understand which influences are healthy and which might be harmful. Embrace your experiences as valuable lessons. Each interaction, however small, contributes to a broader picture. Use these reflections to guide your decisions and help create a circle of support that uplifts and respects you. Imagine holding up a mirror that reflects every detail of your daily interactions. In that mirror, small red flags might appear, subtle yet significant. Ask yourself, what are the tiny signals that something is not quite right? Perhaps a comment that lingers longer in your memory than it should, or a gesture that makes you pause. These red flags may be hard to see at first, hidden in the routine of life. However, if you take a closer look, you begin to notice that these small cues add up over time. Do you sometimes feel uneasy after certain encounters, even if nothing explicit has occurred? It might be your inner voice alerting you to potential issues. Reflect on past events where ignoring a small warning led to larger problems later. Each red flag is an invitation to look deeper into the intentions behind words and actions. By examining these signs, you empower yourself to build a safer and more honest environment. This mirror reflects not only the actions of others, but also your willingness to recognize them. Use these questions as a tool to sharpen your awareness and guide your decisions. Let the mirror reveal truths that may have been hidden before, and trust in your ability to interpret these signals wisely. Stop and ask yourself, are you really seeing clearly? Look around and truly observe what is happening. Are you aware of every whisper of doubt and every hint of unease? It is essential to keep your senses sharp. The world is full of subtle warnings that often go unnoticed if you do not pay attention. Repeat these words. Be alert, be aware, be present. Every day, ask yourself, am I noticing the small details that make a difference? Remind yourself, clarity comes from active observation and careful reflection. Do not allow routine to dull your senses. Instead, focus on the signs that matter. Look back at your day and consider, what did I overlook? What could I have seen more clearly? Each time you ask these questions, you build a stronger awareness of your environment. This practice is not just about observing others, it is also about understanding your feelings and reactions. With every moment of self-check, your vision becomes sharper and your path clearer. The message is simple. See, listen, and act. Internalize these words until they become a natural part of who you are. Keep questioning, keep checking, and let your awareness guide you forward with confidence. Imagine your mind as a window through which you view the world. Over time, dust and smudges accumulate, distorting the view and making it hard to see clearly. Now picture the power of opening that window and letting in fresh air and bright light. Embracing a new outlook means clearing away the fog of old habits and outdated beliefs. It is a call to refresh your perspective and see life with renewed clarity. Ask yourself, what beliefs have clouded your judgment? What old ideas no longer serve you? With each breath, feel the urge to clean your mental window, letting in clear, honest light. This process is simple yet powerful. A clean window allows you to see opportunities you might have missed, to appreciate beauty in unexpected places, and to make decisions based on what truly matters. By clearing your mind, you open yourself to a broader view of life, one that is filled with potential and promise. Embrace this fresh start with courage and determination. Let every new day be a chance to wipe away the dust and reveal a clearer, brighter future. Remember, the view you have is a reflection of the thoughts you hold. Choose to see with clarity and hope. Begin your journey by taking small, deliberate steps toward a clearer understanding of your circle. First, observe closely the people who surround you. Ask yourself who brings genuine support and who tends to cast shadows over your light. Next, reflect on past experiences. Identify moments when certain interactions left you feeling less than your best. Write down these observations, creating a simple list of both positive and negative influences. Then, Set clear boundaries that protect your well-being. Each boundary you establish is a step toward a healthier space. As you move forward, engage in honest conversations with those you trust, seeking their insights on your observations. Gradually, you will start to see a pattern. With every step, your circle becomes more aligned with who you truly are. The process may seem slow at first, but each careful decision adds up. Rethink relationships that no longer serve your growth, and welcome those that uplift you. Remember, this transformation is a journey, not a race. It is built on small, deliberate choices that gradually shift your world. Trust yourself to make the right changes one step at a time, and let this clear roadmap guide you toward a more supportive and positive circle. Consider the beliefs you have carried with you over the years. Many of these ideas may have once provided comfort, but now they hold you back from growing. Challenge yourself by asking which of these beliefs no longer serve your best interests. A fresh mindset emerges when you dare to question what you have always known. Look at your life with open eyes. Notice how certain habits and ways of thinking keep you confined. As you step into this new space, imagine breaking free from the chains of outdated ideas. Every time you confront an old belief, you create room for new thoughts and opportunities. It might feel unsettling to challenge what is familiar, but this is the path to growth. Embrace the discomfort as a sign that change is near. Think of it as clearing away old, dusty books from a shelf, making space for a new chapter filled with insight and hope. Allow yourself to explore alternative ways of thinking. Each challenge to an old idea is a step toward a more vibrant, honest perspective. Let this bold new mindset guide your actions and decisions every day. In questioning the past, you open a door to a future filled with potential. Deep inside you lies a strength waiting to be awakened. This is a call to look within and change your view of what is possible. Recognize that your inner power is the key to reshaping your world. Begin by trusting in your ability to see things differently. When you choose to change your view, you open the door to new possibilities that have always been there. Ask yourself, how can I use my inner strength to make better choices? With every decision, you shape your future. Let this inner power guide you to question old habits and embrace new ways of thinking. It is not an external force that creates change, but your own drive to see the world in a more honest, hopeful light. Every time you make a choice that honors your true self, you affirm that the power to change lies within you. Stand tall and face the challenges ahead with courage. This is your moment to let your inner strength shine, lighting up the path to a better tomorrow. Change your view and you change your life. Trust that deep within you have everything you need to create the future you desire. Listen to stories of change that remind us all that growth is possible. Consider the tale of someone who stayed in a situation that drained their energy, only to realize later that the comfort they once knew was costing them more than they imagined. Picture a person who ignored small warning signs until they were surrounded by challenges that seemed impossible to overcome. In contrast, think of a story where someone noticed the subtle hints of trouble early on and chose to step away. This decision led to a journey of self-discovery and renewal, opening doors to healthier, more supportive relationships. These stories are not meant to discourage, but to teach. They show that even when situations seem familiar, change is always within reach. Every experience, good or bad, offers a lesson. They remind you to pay close attention to the signs in your own life. Reflect on these cautionary tales and ask, what can I learn from these experiences? How can I use this knowledge to protect my future? By hearing these real-life stories, you gain a clearer vision of what to avoid and what to embrace. Let these lessons guide you as you write your own story of growth and renewal. Recall a time when everything suddenly made sense. Perhaps it was a quiet morning or an unexpected conversation that shifted your perspective. In that moment, you recognize that change was not only possible but necessary. These moments of clarity can be life-changing. They arise when you start to question the routine and see the world through a new lens. Think back to when a single thought or observation led you to make a decision that altered your path. It might have been the realization that certain relationships were holding you back, or that a small habit was undermining your progress. These turning points, though sometimes painful, opened the door to a brighter future. As you reflect on these instances, you see that clarity was the key to unlocking your potential. It propelled you to act and shape your life in ways you had never imagined. Every clear moment served as a reminder that the power to change was always within you. Embrace these memories and let them inspire you to seek clarity every day. In moments of doubt, remember that one clear insight can set you on a new course, one filled with hope and the promise of a better tomorrow. Every challenge you face has the potential to teach you something valuable. Think about the times when warnings appeared in your life, urging you to change course. Instead of letting these warnings hold you back, imagine transforming them into lessons that guide your path. Recall moments when a setback or a difficult situation pushed you to re-evaluate your choices. With each challenge, you gained insights that helped you navigate future obstacles. Your journey is marked by the moments when you turned adversity into wisdom. These experiences remind you that even the hardest times carry a spark of learning. They urge you to see obstacles not as permanent barriers, but as temporary lessons on your road to a better life. Reflect on how each difficult moment made you stronger, wiser, and more aware of what truly matters. By turning warnings into wisdom, you create a life filled with purpose and clarity. Trust that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Let your past experiences empower you to face the future with a sense of hope and determination. Embrace the lessons that adversity offers, and let them guide you to a place where challenges become stepping stones towards success. Now it's time to reflect on your own story. Consider the moments when you felt unsure. The times when small warnings went unheeded. Each of these experiences has shaped you, offering lessons that are uniquely yours. Ask yourself, what have I learned from these challenges? Which moments pushed me to see the truth about my relationships and my world? This is your story, a tapestry woven with both struggles and triumphs. Every lesson, every hard-earned insight adds depth to who you are. Take a quiet moment to honor your journey. Recognize that your experiences, even the painful ones, have prepared you for a brighter future. You have the power to rewrite your story by embracing these lessons and letting them guide your actions. Allow yourself to see the strength that has come from every trial. Your past is not a burden, but a well of wisdom that can lead you to a more honest and fulfilling life. Reflect deeply, learn from every chapter, and commit to using these insights to build a future that aligns with your true self. Your story matters. Let the lessons you've learned be the foundation of your next great chapter. It is time to reclaim your power and take charge of your space. Recognize that you hold the ability to shape your environment and protect your well-being. Start by identifying the elements in your life that drain your energy or cloud your judgment. Every moment you spend feeling overwhelmed is a moment lost. Instead, choose to invest your time in relationships and activities that uplift you. Ask yourself, what changes can I make to create a more positive space? Visualize a life where you surround yourself with support and respect. Now, begin to set clear boundaries that reflect your values. This is not about pushing people away, but about affirming your worth. When you take control of your space, you send a powerful message to those around you. You are in charge, and your needs matter. Make decisions that align with the person you aspire to be. Stand firm in your choices, and do not let anyone diminish your light. Every step you take to reclaim your space is a step toward a life filled with greater clarity and purpose. Remember, you have the strength to create a supportive environment that nurtures your growth and well-being. Take charge now and watch as your life transforms into one that reflects your true power. It is time to break free from the forces that weigh you down. Look closely at your surroundings and identify those relationships and habits that no longer serve you. Recognize that toxic influences are like chains that restrict your growth and drain your energy. Begin by making a list of those influences that leave you feeling less than your best. Ask yourself, what behaviors or words have become a burden? Once you have identified them, take deliberate action to distance yourself from these harmful patterns. This may mean having difficult conversations or stepping away from environments that do not support your well-being. Remember, your life is too precious to be clouded by negativity. Choose to surround yourself with people who respect and uplift you. As you remove toxic influences, you create space for healthier, more positive energy to flow into your life. Each step you take is a declaration of your worth. Trust that letting go is not a loss but a gain of freedom, clarity, and the ability to focus on what truly matters. Commit to this process of cleansing your life and embracing the positive changes that follow. Stand tall and be courageous in your decision to remove what holds you back. Freedom is within your reach when you choose to break free. Creating a supportive circle is within your power. Start by following these simple steps. First, evaluate your current relationships. Look at each connection and determine whether it adds value to your life. Second, seek out people who share your values and aspirations. These are the individuals who encourage you to grow. Third, communicate clearly your needs and boundaries. Open dialogue builds mutual respect. Fourth, invest time in nurturing relationships that feel positive and energizing. Make plans to spend quality time with those who lift you up. Fifth, let go of connections that consistently bring you down or cloud your judgment. Trust that distancing yourself is a healthy decision. By following these steps, you build a circle that supports your journey toward a better life. Remember, every positive interaction strengthens your foundation. With each deliberate choice, you create a space where honesty and kindness flourish. Surround yourself with those who inspire you to be your best self. A supportive circle is not built overnight, but step by step, through careful choices and consistent actions. Let these steps guide you in forming lasting, nurturing relationships that pave the way for a brighter future. Today marks the start of a bold new beginning. It is time to redefine your environment and create a space that truly reflects who you are. Let go of the old patterns that no longer serve you. Imagine a place filled with clarity, honesty, and warmth. A place where you feel safe and valued. To create this new beginning, start by clearing away any remnants of negativity. Replace them with elements that inspire and encourage you. Picture your ideal space, one that nurtures your growth and celebrates your true self. Take small, deliberate actions. Rearrange your space, invite in fresh ideas, and surround yourself with uplifting influences. Each step you take builds a new chapter in your life. Embrace change with an open heart and trust that you have the power to shape your surroundings. This is not just about physical space, but also about creating an atmosphere where positive energy can thrive. Let this new beginning be a symbol of your commitment to living authentically. Step forward with confidence and start building the environment that reflects the best version of you. Your journey toward a brighter, more affirming future starts now. Imagine your inner self as a garden, rich with hidden strengths waiting to be discovered. In this garden, every thought, feeling, and experience is like a seed that has the potential to grow into something beautiful. Take time to walk through this inner space with care and curiosity. What hidden strengths have you overlooked? Look for the small, resilient plants that have managed to thrive despite challenges. These are the parts of you that hold the power to overcome obstacles and blossom in the face of adversity. Just as a garden needs nurturing, so does your inner self. Water these strengths with self-love and care and give them the light of your attention. As you tend to your garden, you may find that areas once neglected begin to flourish. This process requires patience and a gentle touch. Allow yourself the grace to explore each corner of your inner world. Notice the beauty in your resilience and the potential in every hidden corner. By cultivating your inner garden, you unlock the resources that can help you grow and succeed in every area of life. Embrace this journey of self-discovery and let your inner strengths guide you toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. Self-awareness is the seed from which change grows. Start by taking time each day to reflect on your thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself what drives your actions and where you can make improvements. Begin with small steps. Write down your thoughts in a journal, spend a few minutes in quiet reflection, or simply pause during your day to check in with yourself. Each moment of self-examination is a chance to understand your inner world better. Notice the patterns that arise and the triggers that shape your reactions. As you become more aware, you can choose to nurture the parts of you that are strong and let go of what no longer serves you. Cultivate habits that promote clarity, such as mindful breathing or a short walk in nature. These practices help you grow a deeper understanding of who you are. Over time, the seed of self-awareness blossoms into lasting change. Embrace this journey with kindness and patience. Remember, every small step you take to understand yourself is a powerful move toward a more balanced life. Let your self-awareness guide you to choices that reflect your true self. Nurture this seed and watch as it transforms into a beautiful garden of personal growth and inner peace. Let us take a moment to recap the journey you have been on. Every choice you make carries power. From noticing the hidden threats around you to questioning your circle, each step has led you toward greater clarity. You have learned to see the small signals that hint at deeper truths. You have embraced moments of wakefulness, challenging old beliefs and inviting a new way of seeing. Every decision, whether big or small, has shaped your path. Remember that every action, every step toward awareness, builds a foundation for a better life. Reflect on the lessons learned along the way. Each observation, each moment of self-reflection is a testament to your growing strength. You have seen how small warnings can lead to big changes. You have recognized the power of clearing your mental window and embracing new perspectives. These choices define who you are and who you will become. As you move forward, carry this wisdom with you. Let every choice remind you that you are in control of your path. The power of every choice is yours to wield, creating a future filled with hope and light. Trust in the process, trust in yourself, and continue to make decisions that honor your journey. Now, face a bold challenge. Step out of your comfort zone. Consider what you might achieve if you dared to leave behind the safe and familiar. Ask yourself, what is holding you back from pursuing your true potential? The path ahead may seem uncertain, but true growth happens when you push past those limits. Think of the small risks you have taken before and how each one led to new opportunities. Today, challenge yourself to take one more step into the unknown. It may be a new project, a difficult conversation, or trying something completely different. Each action outside your comfort zone is a test of your courage. Reflect on the times when staying in your comfort zone felt like a trap. Now is the time to break free from that cycle. Embrace the uncertainty and let it fuel your desire to explore and create. This challenge is not about reckless actions, but about meaningful steps that lead to personal growth. Answer the call. Dare to be bold. Dare to take risks. And dare to transform your life. Your future lies just beyond the edge of what you know. Step forward, trust your abilities, and let your bold choices pave the way for a more fulfilling journey. Now is the time to act. Follow these immediate steps to start making changes in your life today. First, take a quiet moment to assess your environment and note any subtle warnings you have overlooked. Write them down as a starting point for change. Second, identify one small habit that no longer serves you. Replace it with an action that brings you clarity and energy. Third, reach out to one person who inspires you and schedule a conversation to share ideas and support. Fourth, set a simple goal for the day, a goal that pushes you to step slightly outside your comfort zone. Fifth, review your personal space and remove any items or influences that create negativity. Each of these steps is designed to create space for a better, more positive future. As you follow these guidelines, remind yourself that change begins with small, deliberate actions. No step is too small, and every effort counts. Embrace these steps with determination and allow them to set you on a path to lasting improvement. Your journey toward a better life starts with the actions you take right now. Act with purpose and let each small step build the foundation for a more fulfilling tomorrow. This is the final call, your moment to embrace a brighter future. Stand tall and take a deep breath as you imagine the life you truly desire. Every lesson learned, every step taken has led you to this point. The journey has been long, but the future that awaits is filled with promise and light. Picture yourself free from the burdens of old habits and negative influences. Visualize a world where every decision is a step toward a more fulfilling life. Now commit to making that vision a reality. Let the clarity you have gained guide you in creating the environment you deserve. Remember that the power to shape your future lies within you. As you move forward, hold on to the insights and lessons that have brought you this far. Use them as a foundation to build a life rich with purpose, connection, and joy. This is not just a dream, it is your potential waiting to be realized. The call is clear. Step into your future with confidence, knowing that every choice you make builds a bridge to the life you envision. Embrace this call and take action now. for a brighter future is waiting for you.